I'm going to be reading The Way of Kings in 3 days. Slash, can I read a book? A 1,000 page book in 3 days? Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, I do have Instagram and TikTok accounts that you guys are more than welcome to follow. I will put them on the screen now. That is primarily where I have started my content creation and my love for content creation. But I've decided to also start posting long form content on YouTube. And I'm very excited to do this. I have been wanting to do this for a very long time. Finally got everything that I needed. I got the camera that I decided on, and I still have to get like a couple of things, but I'm at a good point where I can start filming videos and everything. Now, the plan here is that I'm most likely going to be, I'm pre-filming a lot of things. It is currently the end of July. My goal for this account is essentially to just be posting about my love for reading, my day job, which is pet sitting, and how I incorporate reading into pet sitting, and maybe even some pet sitting related videos. For my first video, I'm going to be doing reading a 1,000-page book in 3 days. Now, this was originally going to be reading a 1,000-page book in 1 week, and I was like, that is totally doable, easy peasy. However, I did get the Kindle edition of the book, and I was like, okay, well, let's make this a little bit more fun. Let's see if I can read a 1,000-page book in 3 days. Because why not? Literally, why not? I love to challenge myself, so we're going to see. Now, the book that I'm going to be reading is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. I have read one other book by him, and that was Mistborn. I did not love it. It could have just been the time that I was in. I'll probably go back to the series eventually, but for right now, I'm trying The Way of Kings. One of my friends is actively reading this series, and she's really enjoying it, and we have very similar tastes. I'm confident I'm going to like this. I'm willing to put in this much time and energy into reading this book just off of her recommendation alone. We're going to see how much reading of this book I can get done and hope that I can finish the entire book in 3 days. I have read 800-page books in 1 day because it was so easy and I was just like flying through the book. So we'll see. Can I do 1,000 pages? But I do know that this entire series, each book is incredibly long. Now, I'm pretty sure one of the books is like 1,400 pages, which this is going to be a feat. This could be a series, honestly, of me just reading this series. We're going to read and we'll report back with what I'm thinking and just everything as I'm reading this book over the next 3 days. Still not ready. I'm truly not ready. But anyways, let's get into it. Okay, it's literally 5:30 and I just started reading. So this has a good chance that I am going to, I don't think I'm gonna finish, but either I'm not gonna finish reading this book in 3 days, or I am going to be rushing and reading a ton in 1 day. I think I'm mostly free tomorrow. I thought I was 5% in. I'm actually 2% in, and I have 29 and a half hours left of this book. So looking like this is gonna take a while. This book is a lot easier to get into after you've stopped reading as opposed to Mistborn. I had a very difficult time getting into Mistborn. I really have no idea why. I just did not enjoy it. But the writing in this one feels so much different, and actually has me like excited to pick up more of Brandon Sanderson. Hello everyone, this is the next day. I'm going to give you guys a little update of what I got done yesterday, which was not a lot. Okay, I had plans to do more, but then like I just got back from vacation on Saturday and I am catching up on responding back to everybody. It took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take, and I ended up like doing that most of the day. Then my husband came home early and he's like, want to go to BioLife? Oh, want to go to Barnes? Because when he goes to BioLife, I go to Barnes & Noble because it's like right across the street. That is what I did, and I was at Barnes for a little bit. However, I couldn't really focus, honestly. I roamed around Barnes & Noble and I found some books. Let's go through where I'm at. So I'm 6% through, I'm 67 pages in. It is literally like not that far in at all. I mean, obviously it's not, but like, that's crazy. That's crazy work. But I will say that I'm enjoying reading it on my Kindle because this is heavy, okay? And it's just a lot easier to read on the Kindle. But I will say that there is drawings in this book. This is one of the drawings. And you can like make the pictures bigger and everything, but there's writing on this, and my Kindle, you can't read what it says on the drawing. You can see the drawing, but you can't read it. So I have to like go back into the book and then actually like read what the photo says and stuff. But I mean, other than that, it's like fine, it's not that big of a deal. But my goal for today is I'm going to attempt to listen to the audiobook. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the audiobook. It is honestly very hit or miss on whether or not a high fantasy audiobook works, because typically I need to either be immersive reading or I need to be like just physically reading the book, because I literally am getting a phone call. Hang on. Okay, I have answered the phone call. We are good. What I was saying was, immersive reading works best for me when it comes to reading high fantasy. It's either that or it's just physically reading it. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to just straight up listen to the audiobook, but we'll see. I'm going to try it today and go from there just while I'm like cleaning and stuff and seeing how it works, just so that I have some sort of progress in this book. But that is the update, and I will give you guys another update throughout the day, and we'll see. Goal is 400 pages. I would like to get to like 500, 600-ish, but I don't know if that's going to be feasible with everything else that I have going on today. I'm like free, but like I'm also like busy, and I'm unsure if I'm going to be able to finish it all. But anyways, that's that. Enough yapping. Okay, guys. It is the next day. This is technically the final day. I am unsure of where I'm even. I did some reading yesterday. So, let's see. I think if I stay on top of it, I should finish it today, I think. I have just under 21 hours left. But if I sit down and read it, I think I could read this pretty fast. I'm also currently battling. So I thought I was getting sick a couple days ago, and I was like, maybe not. I just got back from vacation, and my mom's really sick, so I'm like, I'll probably get really sick, and I think it's happening. Taking it slow this morning, an additional like couple hours to read because I'm not going to be at the gym. But I think I am. How many pages am I in? I'm 10% in. I thought I was 10% in yesterday, but I was not. I'm 104 pages in, which I feel like I've made like little to no progress, which is true. That's that. I will be coming back once I am like, either something crazy happens or I'm like 50% through this book, because I need to make some progress, and that's what we're gonna do right now. Whoa. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's months later from the last update I gave you guys about The Way of Kings. But honestly, I had so many other books to read, and this book got put on the back burner. But I am doing 75 booked right now, and I am determined to finish this book. It is also on my 10 before the end, which I believe is going to be posted before this video. And I'm now back into reading this book. Where I left off before I got back into it was, I think, close to 300 pages. I am now 400 pages in, and I'm still enjoying it. I don't even know why I put it down, okay? Like, I know I got busy, but like, it's so good. Why? Why did I do that to myself? Okay. But UPS is here. Hang on. Placed an order for my dog's dog food. And if you own a bigger dog, Great Dane size, more giant, you know, you have to get dog food like every other week. Okay. So this is his basically weekly food shipment. So yeah, and I am right in front of the window. I don't want to be seen by the delivery driver filming, okay? Anyways, what I was saying was, I am still enjoying this book, and I will be finishing it, okay? You will not be seeing another update. Oh, here's me months later, I still haven't finished it. No, we are finishing it before the end of the year, okay? I think I'm going to finish this in November. At least I hope. I am right now 430 pages in. I just finished the end of part 2. And I am at the interlude chapters. That's where we're currently at. I am loving the characters in here. If I could rank them right now, I think Kaladin is my top one. But hang on, I haven't had this girls chapter in a while. Oh, Shallan, she's like the second one. I just love that she's like at the school and she's trying to get like mentored from this girl. I'm a huge fan. Okay, she has not had a chapter since part 1 though, and I hope that her chapters are coming up with the next couple of 100 pages because I am missing her point of view, truly. And it's been a while. It's been like 5 months. I'm just kidding. It's been like a couple of months though since I've read her chapter, and I want another one of them. Okay, I'll give you guys another update once I have one. I don't really know how many updates I'm going to do because I don't really want to spoil this book for anybody because this is going to be spoiler free, but there's just so much going down in this book, and I went in relatively blind, and I feel like everybody should do that. But we're just going to do a little reading vlog. I'm probably just going to share some of my thoughts as I go throughout, but I don't think it's going to be as in depth as my other like reading vlogs are going to be, specifically the reading vlogs I've done on TikTok. This is going to be my only one that I've done so far on this channel for one specific book. But this book is so huge that there's no way I could fit in more than one of these books into a video, or the video would take forever to finish. So we're just going to read this series one video at a time, okay? I have been reading this physically, and I think I'm going to go over to the Kindle now. This is just becoming a lot. Also, I'm starting to crack the spine. You can't really tell, but it's hard to not crack the spine when the book is this big. But I will say, the flop is there, okay? Like, it flops no matter where you are. Okay, this is the beginning of the book. The flop is flopping, all right? You know how I said I wanted a Shallan point of view? She's back. She's in part 3. Okay, and so is Kaladin. And those are my top 2 favorite characters, like I said. So I'm very excited for this part 3. Okay, very excited. Also, what happened in the interludes, especially with the last character, is his name pronounced Seth? I'm not sure. What does that mean? I'm excited. I know these point of views are all going to like eventually overlap and they're going to come together. And I am so beyond excited for when that occurs. I'm officially 600 pages into The Way of Kings. On my Kindle, that is 52%. Left off on a really good part with Shallan, and it was like literally within the last like 5 pages of that chapter, she is like, okay, like I'm not gonna do this, like I'm gonna let them down. And then like the last like page or so, she ends up doing what she like needed to do. And I'm just like curious as to what the repercussions to that are going to be. And then Kaladin, like something just happened to him. Like he was like punished, and he survived, and it was like, it's crazy. And then it just like left off on that POV. But I am loving part 3, okay? Part 3 is so good, okay? Like, obviously, I knew it was going to be really good because there is Kaladin chapters and Shallan chapters, and those are the only 2 chapters in that point of view. So I knew I was going to love this part. But, oh my God, things are happening, and I'm excited. I'm so locked in, okay? I just finished my second reading session for 75 Booked, day 8, and I didn't want to stop. But I have to work. I do. So I had to, okay? But this is good. This is really good. I just finished The Way of Kings. Okay, I recorded the entire thing for TikTok, and I forgot to record another portion for this vlog. But oh my God, if you want to see my reaction to the last like 3 chapters, it is on my TikTok. But like, I am too stunned to speak. Because like, what do you mean? What do you mean? There's so many questions that I have. And I have never been so stunned after finishing a book in such a long time. And wow, just wow. I loved this book, and I want to go into the second one right away. Okay, right away. And I changed I added another caveat to the book buying man thing for 75 Booked. And if I've read the previous book, I can read the next book, or I can buy the next book if I don't have it. So I don't have the second book, which I don't even know what that's called. I have Oathbringer though, which is the 3rd book, but I don't have the second one. The temptation to order that book right now is strong. However, if we're being real honest, I probably won't get to it in a while because I have a bunch of other books on my 10 Before the End, which you have not seen that video. It is posted. It might be the one that was posted just before this, or it'll be posted like 2 weeks ago. There's a library book video that's coming out, and I just don't know when that's being posted. But just wow, that book, Jesus, so good. I'm gonna 4.5. It might go up to a 5. Okay, it might. I feel like the reason why it's going down to a 4.5 may just not matter in a couple days.